What is up, what ifers? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got some more of the craziest, creepiest TikToks that'll make you rethink everything. So you gonna wanna stay locked in, cause you ain't gonna believe this.
This random clip of a creature of an unknown origin has been trending on social media, and no one could seem to figure out what this animal is. They can't tell if it's an alien, they can't tell if it's a cat, they can't tell if it's another, hybrid creature. Nobody knows what it is. It's definitely going viral all over the internet, and I wanted to share it with you guys to see if anybody had any clue to what type of animal this may be, because everyone's literally confused. Supposedly the person that captured this on a Ring doorbell camera has remained anonymous. They do not want to be exposed on the internet, but they did share the picture with us, and they're telling us that they believe that it's some sort of alien creature from another planet. Like, share, repost, and follow. What do you guys think? Comment below.
I don't know. It looked like it's got a little bit of AI in it. I don't know. But what y'all think?
I find it very weird that no one is talking about how there were 6 Nigerian billionaires who died in a plane crash mysteriously while on their way to the Super Bowl, and how Biden just posted this cryptic ass message right after they died. The CEO of one of the largest banks in the country was on a helicopter with pilots, family, and the CEO/chairman of the Nigeria Stock Exchange when their helicopter mysteriously caught fire and crashed while on their way to the Super Bowl. And what are the odds that Biden on his presidential X account drops this photo with glowing red eyes and this weird caption that shocks all of America? And the caption for this picture that he actually posted on the presidential Twitter account was, "Just like we drew it up," and everyone thought that they were talking about the Super Bowl when they weren't. I honestly believe that this is what they were talking about. And if you are unfamiliar with the Nigerian Stock Exchange and what they have going on right now with America and just the overall fight for power, money, and greed, you need to pay attention to what is going on. One of the people on that aircraft was a chief executive of Access Bank, and his wife and his son were among those 6 people that were on board, and it went down shortly after 10 p.m. on Interstate 15, and all 6 people were killed, including 2 pilots and the former chairman of NGX Group, the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And what's so crazy, it is saying that authorities are investigating it, which means to me they may suspect foul play. They are trying to say that this could take up to 2 years. This entire investigation could take up to 2 years, and they are calling it a terrible tragedy. The Super Bowl was a giant ritual, and those people in that helicopter, think about it. If you take out the owner and CEO of a large bank, one of the largest banks in the country, you take off his wife and you take out his son, who is left to get the money?
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of strange. But if that was the case, I don't think it would be because of the money, because they got the money. I think it would be to maintain power, because you put power in the hands of somebody like that and that color, he may try to liberate his people. And we all know there's a certain people that don't want that. But I don't know. What y'all think?
So Chile suffered from a wildfire a couple of days ago, right? Everyone technically lost their homes, cars, everything. But somebody took a video that was very questionable, and I'm gonna play it right now. And you guys let me know what you think about this.
¿Será verdad la teoría de la Casa Azul?
Now look, I'm not one to believe in coincidences, right? I believe everything happens by design. How many coincidences until it's mathematically impossible? Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know, guys, like this is a very interesting occurrence. The house was barely touched, okay? Everything around it demolished, burnt to ashes. But somehow it managed to stand still. Now, I'm sure some of you remember this video,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not going to go into it too much. It's pretty self-explanatory. But I want you guys to comment and let me know what you think about this, because I don't know how many people seen that video, but yeah, that's a strange coincidence, if you know what I'm saying. So let me know what you guys think about this, because yeah, I need to hear some opinions and ideas.
Yeah, that is a bit strange. And we know how lasers won't burn anything that's blue. So, I've talked about the direct energy weapons. And, I don't put it past them, because at the end of the day, that's a society and that's a world of people we don't have access to. So ain't no telling what they have planned. All I'm saying is that just stay vigilant, people. Stay vigilant.
Above electricity and magnetism is what is called orgone energy. Those are bad words. You don't want to say orgone out here to this government and research scientists, because orgone means original. It's organic. It's orgasm. It's organic. It's organic people. And of course, they refer to those kind of people as original people. And what the last thing they want you to understand is who the original people are, and why the original people are, and where the original people are, and when the original people came. None of that will they teach you. But you do hear a word that's used a lot. It's called aboriginal. Never use that word aboriginal if you are indigenous to the planet. Why? Because it means to abhor the original person. Aboriginal means to abhor the original. To abhor means to hate, to envy, to covet, to dislike. Consequently, the word aboriginal means that you have a dislike for the original person. And the original person, of course, is a person with melanin. That's been proven so many times now that if necessary, I won't spend the time with an audience like you to go into that, nevertheless.
Shout out to Dr. Delbert Blair, man. I remember when I first started on my journey about 15, 16 years ago, man. His book was one of the first books that I read. And yeah, it enlightened me, man. It enlightened me so much, bro. Y'all should check some of his books out. Nah, for real. You walk past one person. Damn, what you do a fade like that? Ooh, it stank. Lord have mercy.
There was a chapter in a textbook being used at the U.S. Air Force Academy. And until UFO people found out about it, this is what they were teaching our best and brightest pilots at the Air Force Academy. And the chapter said, in the course of your career as an aviator, you're likely going to encounter one of these things. Here's what we know about them. We know that there are 4 different alien races visiting this planet, and they've been here for thousands of years. Now that is blockbuster stuff to be teaching future Joint Chiefs of Staff members and commanders of air bases.
Well, first of all, I'm going to read from the Introductory Space Science, Volume 2, Department of Physics, United States Air Force. This is Chapter 13, Unidentified Flying Objects. Now, this is what the Air Force has the students at the Air Force Academy read. And it says, the most commonly described alien is about 3.5 feet tall, has a round head, arms reaching to or below his knees, and is wearing a silvery spacesuit or coveralls. Other aliens appear to be essentially the same as Earthmen, while still others have particularly wide wrap-around eyes and mouths with very thin lips. And there is a rare group reported to be about 4 feet tall, weight of around 35 pounds, and covered with thick hair for clothing. Members of this last group are described as being extremely strong. Now, I'm not making this up. This is an Air Force. You can pick out an Air Force physics book and read this stuff.
Wait, I don't know if that's true or not. But if it is, then hey, I don't know. It might be something to it. What y'all think? Space Force shows us a pyramid Earth. Oh my. Oh, here they go. Pyramid. First flat, now pyramid. Bro. That is literally where the camera meets the back of the rocket and the horizon at the same time. That's crazy. What y'all think about that, though? Y'all think that's a pyramid Earth, or do you think that is where the camera and the back of the rocket ship is meeting the horizon of Earth? I don't know. Y'all let me know.
Look at that. Look in the clouds, y'all. Look in the clouds. Look at that. Look at that dome-looking thing in the clouds. Look. Look.
It literally,
Look at it. Right
looks
there. Look
more,
around
it
that
looks like
lightning.
a dense cloud.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it looks like a
Oh my God.
elongated, super dense cloud.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Benefits are coming to an end. It's thanks to the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2023, apparently halting emergency benefits nationwide. NBC 15's Karis Harmon joins us now live in Mobile. Karis, some folks are wondering how they'll even put food on their table.
Yeah. This is going to affect a lot of people.
That's right, Kim. And some shoppers I spoke with today told me they have to break the bank just to get the necessities.
Anyone leaving the grocery store will tell you
very high when you can't get a dozen of eggs for less than $5. Very high.
People telling me their grocery bills are far too high.
It's usually around $200 to $300 a week.
I average probably about anywhere from $200 to $275.
Meat and eggs and cheese, all that is high, so about $400 or $500.
People like Christina Peebles are not only getting groceries for themselves, but they also have other mouths to feed.
Well, from the lower third right there, it says emergency SNAP benefits to end, meaning those emergency food stamps that were given to people who were in distress, they're going to end that. I hope they're not talking about the whole thing. I mean, it's always been like stereotype that all black people, were on food stamps or whatever. Some white people on them too. I know some personally. So yeah, I never really let stereotypes get to me because I knew the truth. But anyway, yeah, but it's going to affect a lot of people though. And I say this though, man, I used to get food stamps maybe about 10, 11 years ago. Me and my family, we used to get food stamps. But that was because we needed the help at that time. We always said that, hey, we weren't going to be on this forever. This is just to get us by until we can start making more money, And when we got there, of course, they were going to cut us off anyway. Because when they realized that you're making a certain amount of money, you can't get them, right? But yeah, so I tell people all the time, bro, don't get comfortable because you on food stamps or you receiving WIC or you receiving government assistance. Because as soon as you start making past that threshold, it'll be over with. I think it's devastating, man. It's a lot going on in this country, bro. I don't really know if this is real or not. I might have to do a little more research on that. But I pray for the families that need it. That's all I can say. What about y'all? I would think a light being. Why is he just sitting in the cave? I don't know. It just looked like a person sitting in some bright ass light to me. I don't know. What y'all think?
I hadn't tapped it. I hadn't inserted it. I hadn't swiped it. And then all of a sudden, out comes the receipt. And I said, how did this get paid for?
The cashier couldn't explain it.
She stood there literally just sort of blank. I really thought that the guy ahead of me, that he had been charged. I said, somebody paid for this on a credit card somewhere.
Turns out the tap-to-pay card reader at Safeway had ignored the debit card in Edgar's hand. Instead, it reached into Edgar's back pocket, threw his wallet, and charged his Bank of America credit card tucked inside.
That's a pretty big reach.
Damn.
I mean, around me or through me to my wallet. Why didn't it grab the card that was near it? How did it decide what to grab?
I was shocked. I was like, well, it can't be.
Sonia Cesare says it happened at a doctor's office.
I went to pay and they said, you're already paid. And I said, I haven't inserted my card. I haven't even taken it out of my wallet.
Turns out the card reader there had sent radio waves into her purse and charged her credit card without her knowing it. And that wasn't all. Sonia got an even bigger surprise at a little shop.
The woman said, oh my, it's just read 3 cards.
The store's tap-to-pay system charged not only 1, but 3 credit cards tucked in a wallet inside her purse.
Damn.
I'd say I was 2 feet away at that point, for sure.
All charges were reversed, but it was troubling.
Bro, that is literally why I hate these new tap cards. I literally hate them. They are literally a ticking time bomb for somebody to swipe your entire account. This is literally why I don't even bring my cards in the store anyway with me. I really feel like that having like Apple Pay or having your cards in your wallet on your phone so you can just tap your phone. But it's more safer in the sense that in order for you to pay for something with your phone, you have to put a code in. It won't just activate automatically. So yeah, man, I don't fool around with those tap cards. It's like every new card you get issued now, they're tap. Yeah, I don't like that. What y'all think?
Well, apparently on April 4th, there's a solar eclipse that's going to be happening. Multiple schools in the United States are going to shut down on this day because of the solar eclipse. So there's schools in Ohio, Kentucky, Arkansas, Maine, Indiana, Texas. Also, it's not just isolated. It's all over the United States. They're all going to shut down. So this sounds like this is a premeditated event again because it's not isolated, nationwide. Why are they afraid that they think they need to send children home or they can't come to school for a solar eclipse?
Probably because they've been watching too much television.
I never heard in my entire life schools getting shut down because of a solar eclipse. But apparently all these schools all over the nation are, so.
It only lasts for like a few minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's only a few minutes. That's why I think it's stupid. They go, what school would do this? But they are. They're all saying we're shutting it down. So this seems like another premeditated event. It's almost like the news. When you hear the same thing on news channels all over the United States, somebody's telling them to say this stuff. So when you see a nationwide shutdown, somebody on the federal level's telling them something.
Yeah, I found that kind of strange too. Why are kids needing to be out of school for a solar eclipse? It's weird. What y'all think? What the hell has she got on her eyelids? Like she got some type of makeup or glitter or something. What is he trying to say she is? Yeah, there's something on her eyelids. He probably trying to say she a reptilian or something, you know. They always do that.
I was right. And there's dear, so beautiful with your many rings.
There will be no other way out.
It's clear who holds the spear of destiny.
Inside reaps us a whole new reality.
The angel of death is going to find you.
You're off rhythm. We shall fix that. You'll see.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, nah. I ain't going for that one. What y'all think?
I can walk on this omnidirectional floor in any direction I want. It will automatically do whatever it needs to have me stay on the floor. And what's amazing about this is multiple people can be on it and all walking independently. They can walk in virtual reality and so many other things.
That's crazy right there. Yeah, Disney didn't make. Yeah, they done upped the ante with that one. Look at that, bruh. That's why technology is so ahead. They just haven't released everything. It's crazy. Amazing, but crazy, man. The hell is that?
Yeah, God. If we're gonna be anything, we're gonna be fucking for real, okay? If you're laying on the goddamn couch and you get up and you see that in the corner and it's just staring at you, it's not talking. There's a light coming from that hallway, so there should be something on it. It's just a black shadow. Okay, Pipe.
¿Qué haces?
I don't believe that's real. I believe it's real, but I don't believe it's real.
Hey.
I'm hopping up. I'm going to see what's up with it. I'm going to see what's up. What it talking about.
Andate de mi casa.
Why you looking at me for? I mean, what I do to you? I don't know you.
Hey.
Come on, bro. Is it gonna do anything or? Nah, yeah, I ain't going for that one either.
See this shit? Yo.
Now, that look kind of like a little spaceship right
now
there.
They're stationary. If those are parachutes, they would just be.
And it sent out its little alien friends from the mothership.
What is that? It's crazy. The fucking camera crop out.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it did kind of look like a mothership, though. It really did. But what y'all think?
China's Area 51 found on Google Earth.
Well, they could have at least tried to make it look more blended in and realistic. It clearly was just thunder and lightning.
Okay, going inside now.
They just put an edit on top. Yeah, that was clearly an edit. Yeah, that's all that was.
Check this out. The Americas is Grenada, Israel, the Promised Land. All of these are biblical place names in Utah, including Jerusalem. Utah's nickname is the Beehive State. There is a mountain in eastern Nevada named Mount Moriah, and it is over 12,000 feet high. In Utah, not only is there a River Jordan, but it runs out of a freshwater lake into the Great Salt Lake, which is remarkably like the Dead Sea. There is also a Mount Nebo in Utah, approximately 12,000 feet high. So yes, with evidence this strong, the real Judah was in Utah. People try to say that it was the Mormons that gave these places like Utah biblical names to support their position as Jews. However, this explanation fails miserably because there are no 12,000 feet high mountains in modern day Israel. Therefore, the real Judah or Israel had to be in Utah because it fits the description of the kingdom of Judah perfectly. The name Utah is derived from the name of the Ute tribe. It means the people of the mountains in the Ute language. According to other sources, Utah is derived from the Apache name Yuda, which means tall. In the so-called Spanish language, it was said as Utah. Subsequently, the English-speaking people adapted the word Utah. There is no J in Hebrew, therefore Judah is Yudah, especially when you consider the fact that the J...
Well, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it right here. A lot of that stuff that he was reading out of that book could just be jargon, could be bull. And the reason I say that is because there are plenty cities around the country that name some of their monuments and stuff after, like, you know, ancient places around the world. Like here in Memphis, where I'm from. Memphis itself, this is Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis itself, it was literally named after the Memphis in Egypt, right? And so much that we even got a pyramid-shaped arena here, but now it's like the Bass Pro Shop now. But yeah, it was an arena. And in front of it, you have King Ramesses as a statue, mimicking Egypt. So I'm saying, like, just because those names are there doesn't make it actually a biblical place. So I mean, sometimes we just read into stuff too much. I told you we read books and we don't go and do our own research. I don't read books unless they have references. Those are the only type of books that I can read, because then I can challenge the knowledge, and I can challenge the knowledge of the reference, and then I can challenge and see if that book has references, you know, or see what type of credibility the writer has, you know. But people, you can't just read a book just to read a book and then try to say that that information in that book is 100% correct. You can't do that. And that's where we go wrong a lot of times, and then that's why you can end up getting your information debunked or refuted because you missed some key pieces. You forgot to go and research. Because if you went and did more research, you probably wouldn't even argue with the information that you obtained, because you'll realize that none of it is consistent. None of it. So I'm just saying, unless you're an archaeologist yourself and you're going out there and doing these things, you can't trust what other people tell you. Because people are liable to tell you anything. They don't owe you no loyalty. They don't owe you no honesty. They just trying to make money. They trying to sell a book. So if they can convince you that, hey, this is the real stuff in this book, hey, they just made $20, $30. Who knows how much they charge for these books, because some of these prices are ridiculous. And again, who am I? I mean, I don't know nothing. I'm just a regular old person, man. But do what you will with that information. And hey, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. And remember, challenge the argument and not the person.